James Evans, says students were evacuated as a safety measure while the situation was investigated, and parents were notified of a possible delayed dismissal. Once the building was cleared, students were allowed back inside and held in the gym for a modified dismissal as repairs began. Evans says all students were safe and families were kept informed throughout the incident. In other news, major construction plans are officially moving forward at Middle Tennessee State University as MTSU and the Annex Group have closed financing on Womack Commons, a more than $56 million student housing development planned for the northwest side of the campus. The project will replace the nearly 50-year-old Womack Lane apartments and significantly expand on-campus housing capacity. Once complete, it will offer 554 beds and a mix of semi-suite and suite-style units, along with modern amenities designed to support today's students. Construction is set to begin immediately, with a new residential community scheduled to open in time for the fall 2027 semester. University leaders say the development will help meet growing housing demand in Rutherford County while enhancing the campus experience for students moving to Murfreesboro. That's all for now. I'm Dalton Barrett, and I'll talk to you later.
The Good Neighbor Network, on air and online at wgnsradio.com. Rutherford County's most trusted source for local news.
CBS News Brief. Desperation grows as the search for 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie enters its 6th day.
We need you to reach out, and we need a way to communicate with you so we can move forward. But first, we have to know that you have our mom.
Her son, Cameron Guthrie, and a new family plea to kidnappers. Officials confirm blood found outside the home in Tucson is Nancy's. Iran's top diplomat says indirect talks with the U.S. and Oman got off to a very good start. Will Todman with the Center for Strategic and International Studies.
They have sent signals that they're prepared to make some concessions on the nuclear file, but they do not want to broaden the talks to other issues.
Polar air set to plunge the eastern portion of the U.S. into another deep freeze this weekend. CBS New York meteorologist Tony Sadiku.
This might be on pace for our coldest winter in 30 years. That's the difference this next round of Arctic air will make.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
All sports talk, weekdays at 5.
WGNS, your good neighbor station.
Rutherford County's place to talk. We're the Good Neighbor Network, FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, audio and video streaming at wgnsradio.com. This is the Roundtable. A look at the news, views, politics, and people that are shaping Rutherford County.
Good morning, everybody. Johnny B back with you and thrilled to be here. I think the voice, Brian's getting a little better. I'm resting it a lot more than I'm singing, though, but it's getting a little better every day. And I think I said that, didn't I? I went to Murfreesboro ENT. I was going.
You said you were going.
Yeah, and it was very pleasant. They ran a scope up my nose and down to look at my vocal cords.
Uh-huh. Pleasant, you say?
But first they spray this stuff in there, which is, that was really worse than the scope.
But then
that
you don't
the worst
feel
tasting
anything.
stuff. Yeah, so you don't feel it, but boy, it tastes like horrendous. Anyway, but he said, "Hey, your vocal cords are perfect. Not a thing wrong with them. Just give it a little more time." I went, praise the Lord. So we're back. But you shamed me last week.
I did.
You did. You shamed me because it's my personal tradition.
Isn't that a song? Shame me, shame me.
Shame me. Don't I take a rope and dang me?
Yeah, something like that.
It's close. It's close, Brian.
Okay.
It's close. And
dang me.
That's
it.
Dang me, yeah.
You like the yellow?
That's a new style hat. I think I have that color.
No one does but me.
And no one but you.
It is an original.
Well, that is pretty cool. And you're the one with the idea for the G, right? The little different angle on the G makes it really cool.
More of my son's idea, but
really,
I wanted something that stood out.
Yeah.
That
rather than just
could be a small,
I think it's perfect. I think it's brilliant.
Because we use the G for things,
Yeah, I know.
just as the G. And so it works pretty well like
that
that.
little tilt.
Mm-hmm. And we have Big G TV, so it all kind of
That's
goes
right.
together.
I think it's...
Which you're on this morning. It looks wonderful.
Oh, my dear.
Yeah. And
I
my
thought I'd
yellow
wear
hen.
green today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's not St. Patrick's Day, is it?
But it's good to be here. Good
Looks
to see
blue
you,
to me.
Yeah, it is. It really is blue. I thought it'd go good with my hat.
Well, red hat.
Are they the same red?
You
think?
made all of those decisions while you were late getting up?
Yeah, very late.
Okay. Or did you have that all laid out this morning?
I had decided I really had decided last night what I was going to wear.
Oh, okay.
So it was just a matter of getting in the closet, boom, boom, and hitting the road. But I did oversleep and had a little bit of a panic moment. But Lord willing, Lord's protection, we made it here and glad to be here.
That would explain the Tennessee Highway Patrol trooper outside the door, right?
Well, I tell you, I did exceed the laws of the land today in terms of speed limit. Wow. But I was just amazed when you said this last week that I hadn't thought of it, because it's a personal tradition when I've either doing a new gig or I've been away from a gig and come back after an absence to do this song first, right off the bat to open the set. And then I didn't even think of it, and you brought it. Well, how did you mention it? I can't remember now how you brought it up.
It's like something like the perfect song would be Back in the Saddle Again.
That's right. Because when I was talking about
being gone so long.
Yeah. And at the new station, you're going to have if we continue the round table, you can't have a semicircle table like this. You got to have a completely round table.
It's round if it goes on back where
That
you
way?
can't see it. Yeah.
Oh. Does
Not
it come
really.
through?
No, it doesn't.
Well, I'm back in the saddle again, out where a friend is a friend, where the longhorn cattle feed on the lowly gypsum weed. Back in the saddle again, riding the range once more, toting my old 44, where you sleep out every night and the only law is right. Back in the saddle again, whoopee-tie-yi-yo, rocking to and fro. Back in the saddle again, whoopee-tie-yi-yay, I'm on my way. Back in the saddle again. Well, not 100%, folks, but boy, we're getting close. Let's do that one more time. I just like it. Well, I'm back in the saddle again, out where a friend is a friend, where the longhorn cattle feed on the lowly gypsum weed. Back in the saddle again, and I'm riding the range once more, toting my old 44, where you sleep out every night and the only law is right. Back in the saddle again, whoopee-tie-yi-yo, rocking to and fro. Back in the saddle again, whoopee-tie-yi-yay, I'm on my way. Back in the saddle again. Oh yes, I'm back in the saddle again. Glad to be back in the saddle again. And I really am. I'm so thankful, praising the Lord, that my voice is coming back. It's been a long road here, well over a month. But thought today, I was looking through music history yesterday and ran across a event in music history that really sparked my interest and attention, because it was regarding one of my heroes, musical heroes. even though it's the anniversary of his death. He passed away on February the 6th, this day, February the 6th, 2007, but at the age of 93, meaning he was born March 30th, 2013, as Francesco Paolo Lavecchio. Anybody guesses that one, you're going to win something. Known professionally as Frankie Lane. Old leather lungs, they called him. What a voice, what a range, what a powerful voice he had. And I thought we would start with one that probably all you listeners are familiar with, which is one of his better known tunes, written by Ned Washington and that incredible composer Dmitri Tiomkin. If you'll watch old westerns and older movies, you'll see him on the music as the composer of the musical score for that movie, for so many different movies, including right after this, one of the most incredible movies of all time, and one of the most incredible scores of all time, and one of the most incredible theme songs of all time. But let's start with this one from a really well-known TV show that was very popular years ago and got one particular artist kind of his start that he really ran well with, Clint Eastwood. Rolling, 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 we're all high. Oh, rolling, 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 though the streams are swollen, keep them doggies rolling, we're all high. Rain and wind and weather, hell bent for leather, wishing my gal was by my side. All the things I'm missing, good victuals, love and kissing, are waiting at the end of my ride. Move 'em on, head 'em up, move 'em on, head 'em up, raw hide. Cut 'em out, ride 'em in, cut 'em out, ride 'em in, raw hide. Yeah, ha, yeah. Keep moving, 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 though they're disapproving, keep them doggies moving, raw hide. Don't try to understand them, just rope, throw and brand them, soon we'll be living high and wide. My heart's calculating, my true love will be waiting at the end of my ride. Move 'em on, head 'em up, move 'em on, head 'em up, raw hide. Cut 'em out, ride 'em in, cut 'em out, ride 'em in, raw hide. Yeah, raw hide. I know that put a smile on somebody's face. Whoops. And let's go to this incredible song, composed entirely by Dmitri Tiomkin. What a story he is. Let's check this tune, and I had the capo up on that. Don't want to mess up this song. Very interesting song, particularly because of Frankie Lane's version. We're talking about the song and the movie, High Noon. The song is often also called the Ballad of High Noon, or Do Not Forsake Me, based on the first line. But here's what's interesting. As many of you know, maybe most of you, maybe all of you, Tex Ritter sang the song, the theme for the movie. And it's a very haunting melody that's played throughout, very underneath the dialogue and other scenes of the movie. But this was 1952. The High Noon won multiple Academy Awards, including Best Picture, but it won Best Original Song for High Noon. And Tex Ritter released it as a single that year, 1952, and had a number 12 charted hit on it. But Frankie Lane took real gumption to do this. He released it the same year, 1952, and had a number 5 hit. He outcharted Tex Ritter's version, even coming after him. But the other interesting thing, it's the song written by Dmitri Tiomkin, but the lyrics are slightly different in the Frankie Lane version. I've not been able to find how that happened, who did it, the reason for it. For example, in Frankie Lane's version, Frank Miller is not mentioned at all. He's mentioned twice in the original Tex Ritter version. And there's some other slight changes in the lyrics. But hey, it paid off because he outcharted Tex Ritter, original. I know. 1952, number 5 by Frankie Lane. Do not forsake me, oh my darling, on this our wedding day. Do not forsake me, oh my darling. Wait along. I do not know what fate awaits me. I only know I must be brave, and I must face a man who hates me, or lie a coward, a craven coward, or lie a coward in my grave. Oh, to be torn twixt love and duty, supposing I lose my fair-haired beauty. Look at that big hand move along, near and high noon. He made a vow while in state's prison, said it would be my life for his, and I'm not afraid of death, but oh, what will I do if you leave me? Do not forsake me, oh my darling. You made that promise as a bride. Do not forsake me, oh my darling. Although you're grieving, don't think of leaving, now that I need you by my side. Wait along, wait along, wait along. Wait along. Incredible. Wow. I think I may watch that movie again. I've watched it 8,000 times, but I love it. Gary Cooper's best. I tell you what, though. In my personal, Gary Cooper's one of my all-time favorite movie stars. I watched so many of his movies. Incredible actor, and could be quite the comedic actor too, as well as dramatic. But I tell you what, right up there with High Noon is The Fountainhead, where he plays Howard Rourke, the architect. Co-starring Patricia Neal and Raymond Massey. It's an incredible movie. And but my hero, even above Frankie Lane, wrote this song for Frankie Lane. He later recorded it himself, but he first wrote it, and had Frankie Lane record it in 1969. His number 24 pop hit, but a number 1 adult contemporary hit. And let's see if Marty Robbins wrote it, and then again later covered himself. You Gave Me a Mountain. Frankie Lane had an incredible version of it. Born in the heat of the desert, my mother died given me life, deprived of the love of a father, blamed for the loss of his wife. You know, Lord, I've been in a prison for something that I've never done. It's been one hill after another, but I've climbed them all one by one. But this time you gave me a mountain, a mountain I may never climb. It isn't a hill any longer. You gave me a mountain this time. My woman got tired of the hardships, tired of the grief and the strife, tired of working for nothing, tired of being my wife. She took my one ray of sunshine, she took my pride and my joy, she took my reason for living, she took my small baby boy. And this time you gave me a mountain, a mountain I may never climb. And it isn't a hill any longer. Lord, you gave me a mountain this time. Yes, you gave me a mountain this time. Wow. Incredible song. We're going to change the pace a little bit. And this song was recorded by multiple artists. Tennessee Ernie Ford has a really great version of it. He was in 1949. Had a number 10 on it and a number 9 country. But Gene Autry recorded it, Bing Crosby even. But Frankie Lane in 1949 had a number 1. And quite the song. I can't do it anywhere near like Frankie Lane, won't even try, but we'll try to put a little bit of flavor to it. Wow, Tony's good. Mule train, how? Mule train, yeah. Clippity-clopping over hill and plain. Seems as though they never stop. Clippity-clop, clippity-clop, clippity-clippity, clippity-clippity, clippity-clopping along. Mule train, yow! Mule train, clippity-clopping along the mountain chain. Soon they're gonna reach the top. Clippity-clop, clippity-clop, clippity-clippity, clippity-clippity, clippity-clopping along. There's a plug of chaw in the back for a rancher in Corona, a guitar for a cowboy way out in Arizona, a dress of calico for a pretty Navajo, go slow along. Mule train, yeah. Mule train, how? Clippity-clopping through the wind and rain. So they're going on till they drop. Clippity-clop, clippity-clop, clippity-clippity, clippity-clippity, clippity-clopping along. There's some cotton thread and needles for the folks away out yonder. A shovel for a miner who left his home to wander. Some rheumatism pills for the settlers in the hills. Get along, mule. Get along. Mule train. How? Mule train. Yeah. Clippity-clopping over hill and plain. Seems as though they'll never stop. Clippity-clop, clippity-clop, clippity-clippity, clippity-clippity, clippity-clopping along. Mule train. Yeah. The song was written by J, initial J Lang, initial H Heath, initial F Glickman. Not familiar with any of those gentlemen, but quite an accomplishment. Oh boy, we cannot do this song anywhere close to the way Frankie Lane did it, but we'll do it right after our break here. Let me just say this song, I believe, was recorded by more artists than you can count. But Frankie Lane, as far as I can tell, had the highest charted hit in 1953 at number 3 and number 1 in the UK for 18 weeks. The Bachelors, a group, covered it. Perry Como, Elvis Presley, Barbra Streisand, Pat Boone, Andy Williams, Tom Jones, Glenn Campbell, Louis Armstrong, B.J. Thomas, Gladys Knight and the Pips. But we're going to do it more like Frankie Lane right after the break, folks.
Whether it's a cough, a fever, or something you can't quite name, MMC Now makes care easy. Walk right in, get seen quickly, and your visit connects directly to your MMC doctor. Care you trust, with providers you know, with digital check-in and multiple locations around town. MMC Now is here when you need us.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic.
Lace up your best kicks for a night of impact benefiting First Shot. Join us for the annual Sneaker Ball, presented by Venture Express. Spend Sunday, April 26th with NFL Hall of Famer and Super Bowl MVP Marcus Allen. The event kicks off at 6 with a VIP meet and greet at 5. Reserve your table today. Call Coach Andy Herzer at 615-631-5312. We'll see you at the Sneaker Ball, benefiting First Shot on April 26th.
When the weather turns bad, minutes, even seconds matter.
This is an early heads up for southern Rutherford County.
Rutherford Weather brings you live radar and expert meteorologist insight, giving you the early heads up when storms threaten.
A lot of areas are going to see some impacts from this storm.
From analysis to live camera views, we keep you informed before, during, and after the storm.
I think the vast majority of the hail with this now is going to be quarter to perhaps golf ball size.
Rutherford Weather. Stay ahead of the storm.
What's the location of your emergency? I think my kid OD'd.
Hi, I'm Craig Harris, County Commissioner of Rutherford County. One of the reasons I ran for office is because I wanted to bring awareness to the opioid epidemic that's impacting our county. To stop providing this epidemic with people as we educate. We have a lot to do, and we have to come together as a community because this problem's not going away.
Choosing the right insurance can be overwhelming. That's where Rick Hall at Rayburn Insurance comes in. At Rayburn, we're not just about policies, we're about people. Rick Hall will take the time to understand your needs and find the best coverage at the best price. We've been serving our community since 1973. So why not let Rick Hall take the stress out of insurance? Rick Hall at Rayburn Insurance Agency, where you're more than just a policy number. You're our neighbors.
Good Neighbor Events is brought to you by Old National Bank, the law offices of John Day, and AmeriCare Pest Control.
Friends? Yes. The financial partners whom you've built a relationship with at Old National Bank are still at the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard location, right here in the borough. And so are the warm, homemade cookies.
Cookies are ready, dear.
Like Grandma used to make. If you need online and mobile banking, Murfreesboro's Old National Bank does that too. You and Old National Bank, better together.
Old National Bank at 2230 Dr. MLK Jr. Boulevard. Old National Bank, member FDIC.
Let's check those WGNS Good Neighbor events. Greenhouse Ministries needs volunteers. The easiest thing is to attend one of their volunteer orientation sessions. Those are held every Wednesday afternoon at 2, as well as every Thursday morning at 10. And if neither of those fits your schedule, come by on the last Saturday of each month at 9 in the morning. Greenhouse Ministries is at 307 South Academy Street in Murfreesboro. The Red Cross is still critically low on blood, more so than ever. Please give the gift of life. Phone the Red Cross at 800-RED-CROSS and make an appointment to give blood at a time that fits your schedule. Here in Rutherford County, the Red Cross is at 501 Memorial Boulevard. Don't throw away old glory. Bring your tattered American flag to WGNS and let the girls from BSA Troop 2019 at Trinity United Methodist Church retire it with dignity. Plus, we also recycle Bibles. Those are WGNS Good Neighbor events.
Rutherford weather.
Mostly sunny skies today with our high nearing 57. Staying cloudy overnight tonight with a low around 27. Sunny and 38 throughout Saturday, then mostly clear and 21 Saturday night. I'm meteorologist Kara Foster from the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center. Currently, it's 32 degrees.
WGNS is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. Since 1936, MTE has provided the reliable service and peace of mind we count on. Manage your account anytime at MTE.com or through the MyMTE app.
This is the Roundtable from News Radio WGNS on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at wgnsradio.com.
I think. So, Brian.
Yes.
You left before I could ask you today's trivia question for you.
Oh boy, I love trivia.
Are you familiar with the deceased artist who passed away on this day, February 6, 2007, at the age of 93, known professionally as Frankie Lane?
Known professionally as Frankie Lane?
Yeah,
I was going to say Frankie Lane.
Well,
context clues.
Now, I haven't checked.
It's not Frankie Avalon.
No, I haven't checked of whether he actually legally. A lot of artists never change their legal name. For example, Marty Robbins is Martin David Robinson. That's his real name. And he never changed it. That's what's on his tombstone.
So we're talking about Frank Charles Myers?
But Frankie Lane, I got to check to see if he actually changed his name. Now, but he was born March 30th, 2013 as what? What was his, don't you cheat.
Frank Charles Myers.
No.
It's not. That's what he was birth name.
No, it isn't. It's Francesco Paolo Lavecchio.
Oh, I must be looking up. Oh, this was the baseball player that I Googled.
You probably spelled Lane wrong, too. It's L-A-I-N-E.
L-A-I-N-E.
Frank, check me on that. See if I'm right. Francesco Paolo Lavecchio.
That is correct. You know your French.
Yeah, French.
Known as Mr. Rhythm, Old Leather Lungs.
Old Leather Lungs, that's right.
Mr. Steel Toes. No, Steel Tonsils.
Steel Tonsil, because I tell you, he had a powerful voice. This next song, as a matter of fact, I believe, is a very well-known, beautiful song. He starts it higher than I could ever sing it, and then goes up a step when he repeats the chorus in it. Goes up another step, and boy, he is blasting it out there. But he's dead on, and I listened to it yesterday, just driving around. I had to take a little drive down to Columbia, and
Interesting.
was listening to it. But
often homeless during his scuffling phases, Lane hit his low point of his career when he was found sleeping on a park bench in Central Park in New York.
Right.
He changed his professional name to Frankie Lane in 1938 upon receiving a job singing in New York City on wgnsradio, WGNS.
Does it say he changed it legally, though?
It says changed his professional name. Yeah. I do not see where he changed it legally.
Right. A lot of artists don't. They just... Now, here's an interesting one. Neil Diamond did not have to change his name. He's actually born Neil Diamond.
Oh, really?
Yes. He was born with the perfect name for an artist, if you ask me. But that was his birth name.
He did not legally change his name, but adopted his professional pseudonym in 1938.
Wow.
But not officially.
So we'll have to look up his... There's a site out there called Find a Grave, and you can find a lot of these celebrities' gravestones. I might have to go see if I can find his and see what's on it, because that kind of stuff, I don't know, that kind of weird little trivia interests me. That
well, you're not going to find them, I'm afraid.
Now, I do know one guy that legally changed his name.
Yeah.
He's the one who, come on now. He wrote The Battle of New Orleans. Jimmy Driftwood.
Okay.
He legally changed his name to Jimmy Driftwood. And it was all because when he was born, it was way back in Arkansas in the hollers and the old times, and the grandparents lived just across the creek from his parents and where they lived, and when they were born, they went out and rang the bell. They were waiting for the birth. They knew it was going to happen, so Grandpa and Grandma come trekking over there, and they step across the creek, and Grandpa decides to play a trick on Grandma, and he picks up a piece of driftwood and hides it, and as they're going in greeting everybody, he pretends he'll go get the baby and hand it to her, and he just wraps up a piece of driftwood in a blanket.
Oh, nice.
And Jimmy Driftwood told this story. I've actually seen him tell it. He said his grandma opened up, she sat down in the rocking chair and opened that blanket. He said, and everybody has told me, everybody consistently said it's the only time they ever heard her say a curse word her entire life. But she started calling me Little Jimmy Driftwood because of that. And so that's what he adopted and legally changed it to Jimmy Driftwood.
Well, according to Find a Grave, you will not find Frankie Lane's grave.
Really?
He was cremated and his ashes were scattered at sea.
There you have it. So the mystery will but he was scattered as Francesco Paolo Lavecchio.
Mm-hmm.
So the fish know.
I'm sure he lives on within the sea life.
He had some incredible songs. Jezebel is one of his big hits, but I've never taken time to learn it, but it's an incredible song. I believe for every drop of rain that falls, a flower grows. I believe that somewhere in the darkest night, a candle glows. I believe for everyone who goes astray, someone will come to show the way. I believe, I believe. I believe above a storm the smallest prayer can still be heard. I believe that someone in the great somewhere hears every word. Every time I hear a newborn baby cry, or touch a leaf, or see the sky, then I know why. I believe. Every time I hear a newborn baby cry, or touch a leaf, or see the sky, then I know why. I believe. Incredible song. Writers Irvin Drake, Irvin Graham, Jimmy Sherrill, Al Stillman. Wow. 4 men collaborated to write that song. Now, as you know from High Noon and many other Western movies, from High Noon, you know that Frankie Lane recorded. He didn't sing the theme song, but he did sing theme songs in many Westerns. But he recorded a lot of Western songs, more than one Western album, and his versions are really good of these standards, these Western standards. We're going to do a couple of them before, Lord willing, before we do my favorite Frankie Lane song of all time. Close out that part of our show. We've got a couple of other artists we can feature if we still have time. Written by Stan Jones, Ghost Riders in the Sky. Technically, Riders in the Sky. Covered by 8 million singers. But you won't beat Frankie Lane's version. Except maybe the Sons of the Pioneers. That old cowpoke went riding out one dark and windy day. Upon a ridge he rested as he went along his way. When all at once a mighty herd of red-eyed cows he saw plowing through the ragged sky and up the clouded draw. Yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-oh, Ghost Riders in the sky. Their brands were still on fire and their hoofs were made of steel. Their horns were black and shiny and their hot breath he could feel. A bolt of fear went through him as they thundered through the sky, for he saw the riders coming hard and he heard their mournful cry. Yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-oh, Ghost Riders in the sky. Their faces gaunt, their eyes were blurred, their shirts all soaked with sweat. He's riding hard to catch that herd, but he ain't caught 'em yet. 'Cause I gotta ride forever on that range up in the sky. A horses snorting fire. As they ride on, hear their cry. Yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-oh, Ghost Riders in the sky. As the riders loped on by him, he heard one call his name. If you want to save your soul from hell, riding on our range, then cowboy, change your ways this day, or with us you will ride, trying to catch the devil's herd across these endless skies. Yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-oh, spiders in the sky. Yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-yo. Ghost riders in the sky. Ghost riders in the sky. Yeah. And this incredible song written by Bob Nolan of the Sons of the Pioneers. All day I face the barren waste without the taste of water, cool water. Oh, Dan and I, with throats burned dry and souls that cried for water, cool, clear water. The nights are cool and I'm a fool. Each star's a pool of water, cool water. And with the dawn I'll wake and yawn and carry on to water, cool, clear water. Keep a moving, Dan, don't you listen to him, Dan. He's the devil, not a man, and he spreads the burning sands with water. Oh, Dan, can't you see that big green tree where the water's running free, and it's waiting there for you and me? Water, cool, clear water. The shadows sway and seem to say, tonight we pray for water, cool water. And way up there he'll hear our prayer and show us where there's water, cool, clear water. Oh, keep a moving, Dan, don't you listen to him, Dan. He's the devil, not a man, and he spreads the burning sands with water. Oh, Dan, can't you see that big green tree where the water's running free, and it's waiting there for you and me? Water, cool, clear water, cool, clear water. Yeah, classic Frankie Lane. I sing this song every time I can find an opportunity to do it. Every time I can justify it, I do it. I love it. Number one, Frankie Lane song, 1949. Also covered by Louis Armstrong the same year, but only at number 24. Vaughn Monroe the same year, a number 6. Ray Charles in 63 had a number 20, and Nat Stuckey, the country artist, did it in 78 as had a number 66 hit. But, we got a capo on this one. That Lucky Old Sun. Okay. Let's get it where I don't have the glare on it there. Up in the morning, out on a job, work like the devil for my pay, while that lucky old sun got nothing to do but roll around heaven all day. Fuss with my woman, toil for my kids, sweat till I'm wrinkled and gray, while that lucky old sun got nothing to do but roll around heaven all day. Good Lord up above, can't you hear me crying? Tears all down in my eyes. Send down that cloud with the silvery lining, lift me to paradise. Oh, show me that river, take me across, wash all my troubles away. Like that lucky old sun, give me nothing to do but roll around heaven all day. Like that lucky old sun, give me nothing to do but roll around heaven all day. Show me that river, take me across, wash all my troubles away. Like that lucky old sun, give me nothing to do but roll around heaven all day. Like that lucky old sun, give me nothing to do but roll around heaven all day. Like that lucky old sun, give me nothing to do but roll around heaven all day. I absolutely love that song. Love singing it. Just love singing that song. Thank you, Lord, for letting me do it. Not sure I'm going to do this song. This thing's really tricky. I mean, really tricky. Frankie Lane, this is one of those movies, Gunfight at the OK Corral, where he sang the theme song for the movie. But it is. Yeah, that melody escapes me a little bit, folks. Let me just think about it if you'll indulge me a second. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to have to pass on that. I need practice on that. It is really tricky, and to me anyway. But it's a great song, but it takes a real talent to sing it, and I'll have to really practice it. But I encourage you to listen to Frankie Lane's version of it, because it gets into that chorus. It's tricky. It's time to sign off anyway. That's all right. Saved by the Bell. Saved by the Bell. I would have butchered that song. But folks, just so you know, there were a couple of famous birthdays on this day. Fabian Anthony Forte, born February the 6th, 1943. Do you know his Fabian is 83 today? Still alive and well.
Oh, wow.
Fabian is 83 today. Born Fabian Anthony Forte, but it didn't have to change his name, just adopted his first name as his. Also, Natalie Maria Cole. Natalie Cole was born February 6, 1950. Unfortunately, she passed away at age 65, December 31st, 2015. Struggled with substance abuse and a lot of other things, and then kidney failure and all types of things, but was an incredible vocalist during her lifetime. So thank you, folks. We'll sign off, and Lord willing, see you next week if Brian Barrett will have me.
You bet.
Subscribe to Big G TV, local content that matters to Rutherford County.